And welcome to this week's update. So, two big major things from me this week. The first is just a massive well done to the Year 11s. They have started their exams now. The first big exam was on Friday, biology. It was great to see so many students there. We only had to phone a few, but this is the first plea. Please, please, please support us to get your children into school. Now, we have a team of people who go out and are making phone calls, making sure that everybody is in school. It's really important. All the morning exams start at 8 o'clock in Year 11. It's really important that students are in. So students come into the canteen straight away, hand in their phone, they register. We then do an exam briefing, which is where we members of the different faculties go through the exam paper. That's really important for us to make sure that we do. So that the students understand what they are doing. So then we take them into the exam hall, and we have to start exams nationally by a certain time. Every school in the country has to start around a similar time. There's a little bit of leeway, but not very much. And that's to make sure that students up and down the country don't talk to each other. That's why they do it. So we then get them to come into this sports hall. And if there is an afternoon exam, then they will do the same procedures for the afternoon exam. You don't have to worry about that. We are still wanting every student in lessons. It's really important. We have still revising. They've still got subject specialists in front of them. So I just want to make sure that you are aware they shouldn't be going home after any exam in the evening. We've also got SATs starting this week. I know the Year 6 team and the whole of primary have been supporting students with the SATs. They start next week, and absolutely massively proud of all of the Year 6s who have been working so hard for that. And I'm sure these are going to be the best SATs results we have ever had. So well done and good luck to everybody involved in those. We've had Year 10 art exams, so it really is. We are just starting that peak exam season. So again, please be kind. That is the big, massive patience. It is not easy, these exams. It's high stress. Please just listen, support your children wherever possible. If you are worried, get in contact with school, get in contact via Teams or via email. Please do. We are working with students as much as we can to be able to support them through this. Again, these are high stakes exams. We know that, and we want our students to do very, very best. Your children to do the best possible they can, and I'm just really, really proud of all of them. So, as I said last week, I'm going to go through the times of the new school day in the second part of this video. So, as you know, we are moving from 50 hours over 10 days to 50 hours over 9 days. This is to support you yourself, families, support students with self-regulation, getting them ready for sixth form, and also to support staff and that sense around retention and recruitment in teaching. We're going to be holding more videos. We'll send out all of these briefings. And obviously, whenever you're in school, you can come and talk to us, or if you want to come in, then please do get in contact with the front office, and they will contact you and get back to you and set up a meeting. And we're going to have some drop-in briefings around different parents' evenings and things. So that's it from me. I'm going to now just go through each of the different days. You can bookmark this, come back to it if you want to. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the different days. Let's go through the times of the day for next year. So we know that we're moving from 50 hours over 10 days to 50 hours over 9 days. And that means that we've had to reschedule some of the timings of the school day to make sure that we fit everything in. So I'm just going to go through these in a little bit more detail, like I said. So on the screen, you can already see we have got Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So this is 6 out of the 9 days. This is what the day is going to be. And I'm going to try and go through it and just explain what the day will look like. So if your children in primary, phase 3 or phase 4, that means they will be coming in at 8:15. So currently we start at 8:20, and this means we're just moving the day back 5 minutes to 8:15. So not a massive change. And you can see that phase 5 there, that's years 10 and 11. Well, there's a breakfast club on for them. The reason why that's a breakfast club, and it is not, they do not have to be there, but that is for any families who have drop off. So in talking to many of you, you said, well, look, we've got older children who drop off in primary or drop off lower down the school. So this is an opportunity for those students to come into school. That will be staffed, and we'll have people there to supervise the year 10s and the year 11s, and there'll be breakfast on offer there for them. So a real opportunity for these children just to drop off any siblings and come, or any children who want to come to that breakfast club if you want them. So for phases 3 and phases 4, school starts at 8:15 to 9:15. That's first lesson. Then from 9:15 to 10:15, it's the second lesson for phases 3 and 4. and it's lesson 1 for phase 5. So you can see that they come in at 9:15. Phase 5 goes straight to their next lesson, and phase 3 and phase 4 at 10:15 have their break time. Then at 10:30, phase 5 is still in their lesson, and phase 3 and phase 4 go into their period 3. And then you can see at 11:15 there, that phase 5, that's years 10 and 11, have their break. So you can see how the morning is scheduled there. Then everyone is in lesson at 11:30 to 12:30. And then the rest of the day is very similar to what we've got now. So then we've got, that's period 5. Well, that's split. You can see how that is split into 3 sessions. And that means that we've got that split lunch. So we know that the year 7s like being on the lunch on their own. It means that we can get through all of the students in secondary in 3 lunch sittings. So then the last lesson of the day for phases 3 and phases 4 is at 2 to 3 o'clock. And for phase 5, they have a lesson then, and then their final lesson is 3 to 4 o'clock. So you can see that on the screen there. And again, if you've got any students who walk home with an older sibling, there will be a homework club available to them just to be able to sit. And there'll be other activities as well, and enrichment activities, if you want siblings or if you want your children in phases 3 and 4 to be walked home by someone in phase 5. So that is the timings of the day. We will go through these more and more, so please don't worry, okay? But you can see there just how it is scheduled. So for phase 3 and 4, it's 8:15 to 9:15, 9:15 to 10:15, then they've got break, then they've got from 10:30 to 11:30 period 3, from 11:30 to 12:30 period 4, then they've got lunch during that period 5 session, then they've got the last lesson from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Okay, so that's dead simple, and it just gets pushed back an hour for phase 5. And then, as you can see, the breakfast club and the homework club are just opportunities to be able to support with families with joint pickup. Now, as you can see, Wednesdays are different. So Wednesdays is when we have our after-school meetings, which is why we've scheduled the day a little different. So let's start with phase 3 and phase 4. It's the same principle every single day, that there is an opportunity for drop-off, there is an opportunity for breakfast club, there is an opportunity for wraparound care at the end of the day for homework club. So it's the same approach on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So this is Wednesday on the screen, as you can see, and let's start if you're in phase 3 or phase 4. So phase 3, phase 4, 8:15 to 9:15. We've got then, that's lesson 1, 9:15 to 10:15, lesson 2. Then it's either break time or tutor period character program, as you can see, until 11 o'clock. Then we've got 11 to 12 o'clock is lesson 3. Then you have got 12 o'clock there to 1:30 is lesson 4, with lunch at some point in that session. And then the final lesson of the day is 1:30 to 2:30. So that's dead easy for phases 3 and 4, and you can see how that is run across the day. And then if they need to wait at the end of school, there's a homework club there available. And again, same with phase 5, they come in a little bit later. So it's 8:45 here. As I say, the reason why these days are slightly shorter is because we have staff meetings at the end of the day on Wednesday. So it's really important for us to finish as close as possible so we haven't got staff waiting around for those staff meetings. So we've got 8:15 to 8:45 breakfast club. So lesson 1 is 8:45 to 10:15. Now that's new for this timetable. It's an hour and a half lesson, but that's fine. So that's 8:45 to 10:15. Then they go into their character lesson and their break time. Then they've got period 2, 11 to 12, period 3, 12 to 1. Then they've got lunchtime. And then the last lesson of the day is another hour and a half. So that's 1:30 to 3. So again, you can see for phase 5, that's year 10 and 11, they've got slightly different start times. It's a slightly different timetable for those year groups. And again, that's to make sure that they've got a later start. And there's more and more research. In fact, I'll send this research out. I'll put a link in with this showing that there is some research around sleep times and staggered starts for children. And also you can see there that the reason why, again, we've got a slightly shorter finish, a closer finish time, for the other year groups, is to make sure that we can still run our CPDL sessions at the end of the day. So that is Wednesday. And so it comes to Friday. Now, Fridays we're keeping the same timings. Again, it's just that 5 minutes slightly earlier finish. But you can see actually all the students are in at the same time on a Friday. So we know that keeping Friday as an early finish is really important for families. And so this is the only Friday we've got. So you can see everybody is in at 8:15. And again, you can read through there. So it's 8:15, 9:15 for lesson 1 for years 7, 8 and 9. That's phase 3 and 4. 9:15 to 10:15. Then you've got 10:15 to 11, all the break times. Then you've got the final 2 lessons of the day, 11 to 12 and 12 to 1. So that's really similar. In fact, that is the same as what we have now. And phase 5, just slightly different. You can see there that we've put the character period at the beginning of the day. It's an opportunity for us to get all of the year groups together and do a slightly different session to set them up for the rest of the day. And then you can see they're going from period 1, 2, 3 and 4. Same timings there. You can see 8:45 to 9:45, 9:45 to 10:45. And then everyone hits the same timings at the end of the day, 11 to 12 and 12 to 1. So everybody will finish at 1 o'clock on a Friday. So I know that is a little different. I am completely aware of that. We will go through this. We will send this out. Please come back to this video if you're not sure. We're going to go through this with students as well in tutor period. This will probably be the most challenging thing, but after a couple of weeks through, it'll be really, really clear and we'll all know what we are doing. So that's it from me this week. Thanks very much, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. Take care, everyone.